10 hours or so.
The
But
ODL
since
can
the-
work up to what?
12.
No, actually no.
So
There
it
is
is
no
ODL
difference
in
in the
general, all
ODL.
around the list.
All ODL can be worked up to 12 hours.
I see.
There's like a preference thing. I'm the supervisor and there's no other ODL. You're going to work it up to 12.
And you're on the list.
So it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you want 12 or you want 10. Okay? When it comes to the ODL, they're all available 12 hours a day, 60 hours a week.
What if management doesn't do any rotation with that? The list.
That's where the equitability comes in at the end of the
They
quarter.
don't do any juniority, stuff like that.
There is no requirement to go by juniority or seniority among the ODL carriers because the ODL carriers have to be made equitable at the end of the quarter. There will be an average and they all have to be as close to the average as possible. If one of them is way up here and one of them is way down here, we're going to ask that the one way down here be paid up to the average and they're going to get paid a lot of hours without having to work. Okay? So there is a violation. But now I want you to take it one step further, okay? Because I want you to learn how to do this, and I want you to find out how much you're going to pay everybody. Because that is the final product you're looking for. We go through this investigation, we find out if there's a violation, and then we write a grievance saying you need to pay this person this much, this person that much, okay? So that's what we're going to do now. So how much do we pay Mr. Improswet? Well, I have a formula. The JCAM has a formula for that, actually. It's 50% times the straight time rate times the number of hours they were improperly mandated. 50%, so half of the straight time rate. What is the straight time rate we use? Well, we use the top rate. So right now, I think I'm still at $35 an hour. Let's keep it simple. What's half of 36?
15, 18, 16, something like that.
18. Yeah, 18 times 2 is 36. So it's $18 an hour. $18 an hour for every hour they were improperly mandated. So how many hours was Mr. Improswet improperly mandated on May 21st?
So I didn't get the formula. 50 times straight time rate, which is 36. Okay, and what's the other part? 50 times straight time rate.
Times the hours they were improperly mandated.
Got it.
So, but 50% times straight time is 18.
Correct.
All right, so you're going to use $18 an hour times the number of hours he was improperly mandated. And how many hours was he improperly mandated on May 21st?
And who are we talking about?
Mr. Improswet.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Remember you did the math. You were going to take 1862 minus 1675. Why don't you go ahead and do that? How much?
Military time?
Military, yeah. Well, that's the only way. Yeah. 1.87. Everybody know? Everybody with us?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Look at page 23. This one. The clock ring. Okay.
So 3366?
That's it.
Okay.
I don't have a calculator, but if that's what it is, then
And I concur.
very good. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So on May 21st, you see May 21st? Okay. So his route is 59, right? You see how he moved to Route 71, right? What time did he move there?
1675.
Right. And then he moved back to 59 at 1862, right? So you would take 1862, okay? Put in your calculator, 1862 minus 1675. What do you get?
187.
Very good. That's how long the swing was. And did you find, were you able to find if the ODL was available to work 1.87 on May 21st?
Yes.
Okay. So that means that we get to pay Improswet for the whole swing because it was improper. So you're going to take 1.87 times 18. What is that?
3366.
Okay. So, and it's 18. Remember why?
Right, because 50% of the straight time is.
Okay, let me explain to you.
So,
We use one rate for everybody, every regular, $36 an hour. Just because. Now, management sometimes argues with us and says, well, this person's only been here 4 years. They don't make $36 an hour. That's fine. You can tell me that. Then it's up to you to come show me how much each person in your office makes. So usually they don't go to that extreme. Usually they just say, fine, we'll just accept it at 36. Come on, let's go do 30. Let's do 35. Okay, fine. I'll do 35 with you, 34, whatever it may be, right? That way we're paying everybody the same, and we're not getting into the nickels and dimes and pennies and all that. Okay, because sometimes if it's a large office, I mean, you're dealing with paying, 60 people every week. So it's going to take a long time if we start going into all the nickels and dimes. How much do you make per hour? How many? Okay, show us your pay stub, blah, blah. Okay, so we just use one flat rate. We use 36. Okay. The formula is 50% times 36. So half, and that's 18. And that's why you pay Mr. Empress with 18 times 1.87. Okay? Now, how much do you pay the ODL? You pay the ODL missed opportunity. So you pay them exactly how much they would have made if they had worked that swing.
ooh, so they get time.
They get double time and a half sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, that's another question.
What's your question?
When is double time?
Penalty.
And that's,
That would be 72.
okay.
Yeah.
Done.
36 times 2.
Okay.
Time and a half at 36 would be
36 plus 18.
54.
There you go.
There you go. Very good. Okay. So now you might want to write that down. Straight time 36. Overtime 54. Penalty 72. So that you have a reference when you go back to your office. Time goes on, you do it over and over. All right. And hopefully you have a seasoned steward with you in their office there that can help you. Okay, so how much are we going to pay Mr. Gill? Well, if we follow what we've been preaching, we paid Gill last time, right? So maybe we'll skip Gill this time. Okay? And we'll pay Giles. And if we can't find it all with Giles, we'll pay Shahal as well. Okay? All right. So go ahead and maximize Giles to 12 hours. And tell me how much that is. Write it down. And then whatever's left over, pay it to Shahal. And tell me how much that is. There's a lot of math involved, yes.
So what was the question again?
How much do we pay Gil? How much do we pay Giles? How much do we pay Shahal?
In money, okay.
In money.
Now.
Yes.
That's
Should I
with
wait?
the double time.
Time and a half.
Time and a half, right?
Well, so remember this. You're going to pay them as if they had done the work.
Oh, so it's
So what hour are they at already right now?
36.
So pretend that that swing was waiting for them at the office when they got back. They didn't mandate Empress with, and that swing was in a hamper, waiting in the office when Giles and Shahal returned to the office. How much money would they make by completing that swing?
Okay, I have a number.
That is what you're going to look
I
at.
don't know if it's correct, but I have a number.
I know it got right.
Pay Giles
Okay,
and
so
pay Shahal.
Giles is 10.
Giles and
Shahal.
Shahal.
For
Okay.
him to get 12, he needs 1.58.
Very good. Perfect.
Perfect.
So far, so good. So then what?
So then,
So if you, okay, so what about the remainder?
do
The total is 187.
18 times 36
No,
times 1.58.
not
No.
18, not 18.
Yeah,
We
no.
paying him double.
Yeah, no.
Because it was like he worked it. So he gets 54.
No, he gets $72 an hour.
Okay,
So
so
Because he's already at penalty.
Is it?
Anything over 10? He worked 10.42 hours. He's already at penalty. So go ahead, give him another 1.58 swing at penalty. How much does he make?
So then we do, is it 18 times 1.58?
No, it's times,
So he gets 72.
yeah, 72.
Yeah.
72
So
times
it's
1.58.
you're almost there, Benitra. It's 1.58 times 72.
Yeah.
Yep. How much is that?
$113.76.
113, very good. All right, yeah. We're getting there.
And then Shahal get the
How
other.
about Shahal? What does he get?
$20.88.
2.29.
Oh, wait, does he get maximum? No.
Yes.
No.
He gets 87.
Does he get the difference from the 1?
He only gets the difference of the swing,
Yeah.
Which is
so that-
0.29,
which is 0.29.
but he still gets $72.
Times 72,
Correct.
correct.
So.
So what is that?
$20.88.
How much?
Okay, so.
$20.88.
Oh, we pay
How
him.
did we get to 0.29?
Okay, we got to 0.29 because we only had 1.87. Giles did 1.58 of the swing. He did most of it.
Because he already was at 10.42.
Right. So what's left? You take 1.87 minus 1.58. Go ahead and do that on your calculator. And what do we have left?
1.58.
Because the 1.58 is done by Giles. Okay.
Okay, so 0.29.
Very good. 0.29. And that's what Shahal. So they split the piece into two. They could have split it into half and half. Management would have done that, right? For Article 8 purposes, we don't need to do that. Okay. We keep it simple. We maximize and go on to the next person. Maximize, go on to the next person. Okay. So 0.29 is paid to Shahal. And how many hours did Shahal work that day on Monday?
10.78.
So is he at regular overtime or penalty overtime?
Is that penalty?
Correct. So that's why you would take 0.29 times the penalty overtime rate, which is 72. And then you get?
28.
Okay. So there you go. So now we found out how much to pay Empress with, how much to pay Giles, how much to pay Shahal. So one simple violation on one day adds up to $168.30. So that one violation cost the Postal Service $168.30. And we have,
All three.
if we looked at the whole week, we'd probably find 20 violations. So imagine how much money that is every week that we could be getting the carriers paid for Article 8 violations. What that does is it incentivizes management to follow Article 8. Okay? And not mandate the non-ODL. Work the ODL, who is you're supposed to work. But guess what? If nobody's filing, what's happening? Nobody's getting paid. Nobody's getting paid, and management is happy doing things however they want to do them because they know there's no consequences. Okay? That's how important your job is in learning how to do Article 8's, weekly Article 8, because everybody should know how to do everything in the union office. Okay? All right? Any questions on that? So now I'm going to give you guys an example. Try to do it all by yourself. You can talk amongst each other, help each other. I want the final product. How much do we pay Empress with? How much do we pay each ODL carrier? That's the final product, okay? So go ahead to May 22nd, next day. Okay. The management's not going to stop. They're never going to stop. Unless what?
Nothing.
Unless we file the grievances.
Still nothing.
Oh, they will stop. Believe me.
Yeah, they get to a period in the.
Once their MPOO, their district manager says, why are we paying $15,000 a week in Article 8? What is going on? Why aren't you guys following Article 8? Okay? Then they'll start following Article 8.
Give it to me like